Why is it automatically pouring? All right, guys, we're rolling. It's your boys, Aaron and Dave, where we just sit around and drink coffee. You know what this is about? What'd you get? This is about what we got. You've been wanting this guy and that hunched over neck.
That's the cliche. That's the trademark look.
Look at that. So you've been wanting these guys for a long time, and I just happened to come across one at the bins. So I wanted to show you. I actually got them for you.
I don't think they have actual names. Like they're Adventure People is the brand name.
Not Adventure Team, like Adventure People.
Adventure People, and I think they might have. There's a couple larger scale ones because that's where I was looking up. The one big one that I came across.
They look the same.
They have like the same posture, that iconic one hand that's kind of positioned forward like this. I never really had a lot of these characters. I had one that was on a motorcycle and he had a little sidecar, and he had hinged knees. So that was
Adventure
the
People
thing.
With the hinged knees.
It was only the motorcycle guy. But what's unique about this is, especially compared to Star Wars, that little adjustment to the hand right there, that is a huge thing. Because if you think, this sounds cheesy, you're playing with your toys. This guy, now he's positioned, he's tapping on a computer screen, or he's pointing over there, or maybe he holds a gun sideways, whatever. I don't, back then it wasn't a thing. But then you have this standard hand over here. But on Star Wars People, both of them are that vertical position. Yeah, these Adventure People, and this was always the thing.
What was with the neck?
They moved around, but what was unique is they always ended up getting old and like wore out, and so they would end up just kind of, ironically enough, like real old people. Like, so they aged really well. But what kind of made it neat, and this is another thing that Star Wars people couldn't do, you could put this thing into like a low ride, like even if this was going to go into a Star Wars ship, he could sit down low and still look up. And that was the thing with it. Had a lot of versatility.
It was a good crossover.
But I remember even as a kid, I got sticky tack. I stuck it in the back of the neck because I got so tired of that thing.
Oh, like it fell?
Oh, because this is how it is. It was just, they're like, you're playing your games or whatever. But
see, we would just cut the head off if it bothered us.
But yeah, that's awesome. I think, like what I was mentioning, I think there is actual names for them, like individual names, but I'm not sure. Like Cowboy Henry or something. I don't know.
And he's in good condition. He's got a little bit of paint wear. Nothing too crazy. But now I'm going to keep my eyes open for people adventuring.
Adventure People. And I think there's a company, why I know this, too much time on the internet. The Tootsie Toy Company.
Tootsie Toys.
They have a smaller version. It was funny because they have the exact same posture. Yeah, he's a short guy with a helmet and glasses. And I guess it's supposed to be like a younger kid.
Yeah.
But what was unique about it is he was in a raft. Right. And both of his hands were like this.
Oh, so both double hands.
Him, but his hands weren't.
1974.
Yeah, dude, this is 70s. So this was even
Fisher
before
Price.
my time. Fisher Price, that's what it is. And so here's what's funny, and I was going to do a video.
He's doing the can.
Bam, 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 bam. But
it's like a hunchback can dancer.
So this is how many years these things are around. So this is from 74. I've never seen this guy when I was a kid. I saw the motorcycle guy a little bit later. But that was in the 80s. So that means these things were going strong for about, 5-6 years easily. I remember them, you go to pretty much any store and you'd see them on the rack on the cards.
But they came out after Star Wars, right? Star Wars was the original 6-inch figures?
No, these were.
Really?
Well, that's where it goes back to. I thought we were sharing some of those photos. They use these as the prototypes for the conference.
You're right.
This is actually, I think this is Obi-Wan Kenobi. I think in the mock-up. That was one of the reasons I wanted to get them, because I wanted to create some of those replica originals, which were pretty much just like sculpted, like laid over things. It's kind of funny because if you look at him, see how he has that.
Yeah,
think of like the early Obi-Wan Kenobi and stuff.
Dude, that's awesome.
So they reference them, but what's really unique about these, especially when you go into any toy store now, they have, what is it? Action Force, I think, is the new brand that's kind of taken over. It basically is the Adventure People.
Yeah.
And they're all cool cars and stuff, but the people have like smushed faces where these are like legit rubber. I say rubber, I don't know what that is. It's like a rubbery thing, it bends a little. It has a little give. The Adventure People actually did sort of take it into, I would say, young adult play, because you'd have G.I. Joe, that these were sized the same. But
as a kid, it really wouldn't matter. You'd have figures the same size.
Yeah, and that's what's
cool, because this guy could be the detonator.
Yeah, dude, look at that. Look at that. Boom. Pushes the button with his finger.
Oh, that we're talking.
But that's what's unique, because you're a lot younger than I am, and you still come across that stuff, and yet, because you had experience with Star Wars, right?
Yeah, not the older stuff.
Dude, isn't that awesome? And then something comes in, a grenade rolls in, he's like, say what? Right? Uh-oh.